Everyone, welcome to the third online poetry wisdom class. Last week we talked about Susan Kelly DeWitt, and before that in June of 1991, when Denise Levertov came to do a benefit reading for Wisdom, which was to open in September of 1991. And we did. We opened Wisdom's doors in the heart of the Loaves and Fishes Homeless Services in September of 1991. Our first classroom was an attic-like room above the Loaves and Fishes dining room. Downstairs, a small yellow plastic sign bolted to the outside brick wall announced, "Free art classes for homeless women." As I talked about last week, Susan Kelly DeWitt was the first poetry teacher and organized the very first Wisdom poetry reading at a church in downtown Sacramento. She was also the first painting teacher. We furnished our first classroom with 3 round-top tables donated by St. John's Shelter and arranged folding metal chairs around them. On the tables, we set out bottles of tempera and glass jars full of brushes. We filled cut-in-half milk cartons with water from a utility sink which was in the janitor's closet, and if my memory serves me well, we had to go downstairs to get that water. We stacked blue, green, yellow, and red spiral-bound school notebooks next to a box of pencils and pink pearl erasers to be used for writing poetry and other fiction. In the beginning, in addition to the art classes, we offered some practical groups, such as assistance with housing, budgeting, childcare, etc. But it became clear early on that the fire that burned brightest was created by the art. And so we decided to focus exclusively on the art classes, as there were other good resources in the community for more practical survival needs of the women who were coming for the art classes. And there was no other resource in the community which invited homeless women to engage in the arts and writing poetry. In fact, as we sought funds to support our work, a local foundation director told us that Wisdom was a kooky idea. Yes, we were and are countercultural. Wisdom is and always will be a radical, out-of-the-box venture. What I have become convinced about over the past 30 years is that women who have endured poverty, abuse, mental illness, profound loss, and grief need, above all else, hope and an opportunity to heal from deep within, to learn from their own experience that they have worth and value, spirit and soul, hearts and imaginations full of courage and beauty, despite and beyond the suffering they have endured. I have witnessed over and over again during these past years that when women engage in the arts, they achieve access to the roots of their souls, and these souls can bloom with vision and hope. Art is the survival skill of the human spirit. This is not to say that everything is magically cured, or that people make their way out of poverty or mental illness, but it means they can bloom, their hearts can bloom within the process. Our poet today is one who attended those early classes at Wisdom. Her name is Donna Kochie. Her poem is entitled, "I Am Like a Flower." You can also see one of her paintings in our post today. Donna read the poem at Wisdom's very first poetry reading, organized by Susan, and her painting appeared in Wisdom's very first art show. So now explore the post, and you will see other Wisdom art, and we will see you next Friday. Thanks.